YouTube, listen, it's once again Swamper back with you. We're gonna show you about kennel maintenance again. We're gonna convert our pens from summertime to fall and winter time. We're gonna do some changing up. Y'all can see I got my puppies out here playing and adult dogs, but I want you to direct your attention to what I'm gonna use today. As you all see, black tarps on my kennels right now. That's for the sunshine. We're out of the triple digit weather, so now it's time to do the conversion. We're in September, about the mid-September, but we're gonna show y'all some things. I believe in chlorhexidine solution. As you can see, this is for animal use. It is actually a great insecticide, antiseptic, a topical cleaning solution for horses and dogs, for superficial cuts and abrasions and insect stings. It's also good to clean your pens with, all right? So again, this is a great solution to use in your kennels. Now you got Permethrin 10. This is for livestock and premise spray. It's a broad spectrum multi-use insecticide. I have a little bit left, so you know I've been using this. All of this, I want you to know, is going to go in my pressure washer. Also, I got the KOE. KOE is that kennel odor eliminator, all right? Great for kennels, great for homes, great for groomers. And finally, I'm gonna use my Dr. Bronner's Pure Castile Peppermint Soap. Y'all know that bugs don't like peppermint, so this is some things I come up with my own. I also gonna use some bleach too in my kennels, but I cannot put bleach in my pressure washer, but I can put all of these things in the pressure washer. So if you stay tuned, we're gonna show you how we get down to get everything around here clean as we prepare for the fall and the winter time. As you see, we got fans, we have igloo houses. As you see this fan, and you see this tarp coming down. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna convert everything for the fall and the winter, and we're gonna get ready because hunting season is on the way. All right guys, look, let's talk a little bit about dog food, dog feed, whatever you want to call it. I have fed my dogs a lot of different feeds. I've also given them raw diet. I really do like the raw diet, but they don't get all the nutrients they need strictly from raw diet. There's a lot of variation you have to do. And we have numbers of dogs, it's kind of hard to keep up with everything. So my go-to feed is Victor Professional, all right? If you notice Victor Professional, it has all the omega-3s and all that you need. But let me show you a trick about when you look for your dog feed. I am not sponsored by Victor or anybody for that matter, but I like to feed. If you look at protein, crude protein, I don't know if you can see that or not, but crude protein, I believe in 26, and fat, I believe in 18. So look, I fed 24-20, I fed 26-18. My puppy feed is Victor. It's the High Pro Plus. It's actually 30-20. So 30% protein, 20% fat. Puppies need a little bit more, but when you get adult dogs, they don't need as much. If you don't run your dogs, if you just have a regular beagle and the beagle is just around the house and it doesn't run like my dogs run all the time, then you can actually go to like a maintenance formula, which is a little bit less protein and fat. But what I want to show you also is always look at the ingredients of your dog food. That's the first thing you should check out, all right? Most feed stores already know what people want to see. So if you go in a feed store and they have a bag turned over, this is why, all right? Look at your ingredients. The first ingredient in here is beef meal. Then you have grain sorghum. Then you have whole grain millet, chicken fat, all right? Blood meal, conventionally dried chicken meal, pork meal, dehydrated alfalfa meat. So I want you to understand it has zinc, all right? Everything in there. I want you to understand when you look for your food, look at the ingredients. If the first 3 ingredients is corn, leave it where it is, all right? Understand you can get protein from anywhere, guys, but it's important that you feed your dog a meat-based diet. That's why the raw food works so well, but it doesn't have all these other nutrients in it. So of course, you need some beef, some chicken, some lamb, some fish, all those things. You can keep on going down, you all, but I mean, this even has rosemary extract, spearmint extract, green tea extract in their dog food. Green tea extract in the dog food. So guess what? This is good food. And I gotta give a shout out to my people. Look, shout out to Sean at Happy Hills Feed in Alvarado, Texas, and to the owners of Happy Hill Feed. They always make me feel welcome when I come in there, and I appreciate good people, and they will continue to get my business. So Happy Hill Feeds in Alvarado, Texas, if you get an opportunity to visit them, they are good people. Go and see them. So look, let's talk about this feed a little bit more. So here's my feed scoop. If you can see this, you all, it says it has a line up top for 2 cups, then 1.5 cup, then 1 cup. I feed my grown adult beagles, about 2 cups per day. And this is high quality feed, so you don't have to have a lot of feed. Also, you can see a pitcher of water here. I'm gonna show you what I do with that. Y'all stay tuned. Here's my feed. 2 cups, 2 cups, 2 cups, 2 cups. Now, as you know, I have puppies, so I have another puppy feed that's actually 30-20. 2 cups. 2 cups. All right. So if you ever wonder what the water was for, let me show you what the water is all about. So sometimes you have dogs that are kind of greedy, or they just compete for food. So to slow down them eating and they don't have to regurgitate, because a lot of times when a dog eats a lot of dry food really fast, what happens with them is they start regurgitating food because they really are competing. They just basically wolfing it down or dogging it down, whatever you want to say. So what I do is they have slow feed bowls where the dog has to kind of work around a maze to get all the food. You know, that's a little cumbersome and it takes a long time, all right? But what I want to do is allow my dogs to have some water in their feed. I actually cover the food with water. Doesn't have to be hot water, it can just be regular water, guys. But you put the water in, and what happens is, because the dog cannot eat and drink simultaneously, he has to slow down to eat. Make sense to you yet? He has to slow down to eat, and what happens is there's no regurgitation, plus the added benefit is that the dog has better digestion, all right? So check it out. They got water in their feed and they gotta slow down to eat. So we're gonna go feed the dogs. You all can see, training starts early, training starts at home. Some guys are getting amazed when I take my dogs in the field and they see that all my dogs eat from their own pan, but it's because they do it every day at home. I don't have to worry about a leash. I don't have to worry about them fighting over food, but it's all repetition. I am not a master trainer, but I am a master in consistency. I will tell anybody, if you want your dog to perform, you need to be consistent. Even feeding times help. You know, I try to get my dogs fed at a certain time and they expect me to come out at a certain time. So understand that consistency is the key when you deal with dogs. All right, y'all, here we go. We're gonna take these tarps down and we're gonna get these things cleaned up. Y'all see I have my pressure wash out here. Told you what's going in there. We're gonna bleach the floors down too. But y'all stay tuned. We're gonna put y'all on a little bit high speed so y'all don't have to watch all this slow stuff going on. But we're gonna clean these pens real good, y'all. right, guys, while we at this juncture, I wanted to show you something really quick. I had a subscriber or follower actually asked me about my pen setup. So just so you'll see, I actually use a 10 by 10, a regular 10 by 10 kennel. I actually come here with chicken wire, whatever you want to call it, and put it down low. That's for puppies. Puppies can get their head stuck through this right here, and you know what? It'll be a bad day if you come home and that puppy has had his head stuck in this for hours and you didn't know it. So to prevent that, I have chicken wire all the way around my pens low, okay? So also I believe in tarps. I believe they need to have some protection from the rain. So one day, just tell you a quick story about how this pen got set up. One day, I was laying in the bed. Anybody knows me, I do not like a nasty pen. So years ago, what I used to use was something called rock dust, pea gravel, or whatever you want to call it. I used that in my pens, and then once I started using that, I noticed that the dogs would dig holes in the ground. Then when it rains, of course, you got mud puddles, you got a nasty pen, all right? So then I started putting chicken wire, laying it on the ground initially, then put the rock dust over it, and then when it rains, the rock dust was actually hardened up, similar to cement, but then the dogs would dig. When they dug and the chicken wire was under the rock gravel, then they would stop digging because their paws would get caught up in it or their nails would get caught up in it. Pretty good setup, all right? But as I was laying in the bed one time, I was actually thinking about fence, all these fencing systems. And I said to myself, I said, you know, it's a 10 by 10 pen. So how about making a floor? Because beagles need to really be off the ground. A lot of people keep them in runners. As you see, I have a runner over there. But I said, you know, I have 10 by 10. I like the space of a 10 by 10. Only thing about runners, it's hard to clean up. Sometimes they have it fall through. They have flooring that, you know, the crap will fall through and they would, you know, they'll urinate and all that through, but it still can be a pain to clean up like you want to clean it up. But I laid in the bed one night and I was just thinking about my dog pen, and I know some of you do that too. And I was like, you know, what about if I do it like a fence? So what I did was 4 by 4 10-foot pieces of lumber, and I laid them down one way. I laid them down like this. All right, pretty much every 2.5 feet, I guess, or whatever it is, to make it even. And then I came back with 1 by 6s. All right, so in my mind I needed 20 1 by 6s, but of course, if you know anything about lumber, 1 by 6s are no longer 1 by 6s. They're really like, you know, maybe 3/4 by 5.5 inches. So when you do this, if you decide to do this for your own pens, trust me, it should take 20 1 by 6s by 10 foot long, but it's gonna take you 21. Watch what I say. All right, it's gonna take you 21. Now, the other thing I did was, I didn't want to use a hammer and nail. Of course, that'd be a good way to put it in, but I said, you know, I'm using wood screws like a deck, because guess what? Some people also ask, well, did you use treated lumber? Did you do this? Did you do that? I did not use treated lumber. Here's the reason why. This lumber is cheap enough that if a board goes bad, I can screw it up and put another board down. Simple as that. That's a whole lot cheaper than treated lumber. 21 times 2 times 4 by 4s by 8 by 10 foot long, they are expensive. A lot of times, whether you know it or not, your lumber for your floor will cost almost or more than your kennel itself. Then I also came back with LED lights. I load sometimes in the morning, load at night. Again, it's getting dark out here, but I don't have to worry about what I gotta do because I can still work in my kennels even when it's dark outside. If you know it, in the summertime, it's a lot easier and a lot cooler when the sun goes down. So a lot of times I'll get out here and I mess with it, and I got plenty of light. It provides plenty of light in both kennels. I mean, even when the sun goes down, I still got some light out here, and it's good to be able to see what you want to do. It was easy to set up this light because I have a topper going all the way around, and I mean, I just use zip ties, y'all. I mean, it's pretty simple, but it's effective. While I'm talking to you, everything I tell you in a video, I will have descriptions and links to how to get it if you want to get it in the video description. So just look at the video description. A lot of people, sometimes new to YouTube, you don't know that it has a video description under the title. Hit that little button under there. If you like stuff like this, like, comment, let me know what you like, and that way I can keep on giving you what you like. I like to be able to to make sure that you're getting the content you want from Featherston Family Outdoors. It's not just about us, it's about you too, because I believe my audience tells me what they like. So I give you what you like. I've been asked about kennel setup, so I'm showing you kennel setup. All right guys, man, I wish that you all had smell-o-vision, but let me tell you something. These pens smell absolutely wonderful. Between that Dr. Bronner's peppermint soap and chlorhexidine and everything I use in the bleach, they smell absolutely wonderful, guys. And that's what it's all about. It's about having a clean pen. You want it to smell good. Nobody wants to come to a dog pen and it smells horrible. It's after 8 o'clock. It's after 8 o'clock. It's dark, but we still got plenty of light going on in here. And that's what it's all about, you all. I believe in having light and being able to do what you want to do. That one light right there provides all the light you need for this kennel, and I have another light over there, and that's what it's all about, guys. So look, thank you again for watching. We're gonna get these dogs in these kennels and put them up for the night, but I want you to know you can always keep a good clean pen. It just takes a little bit of time, a little bit of effort, but it's always worth it in the end, guys. You see, I got a puppy, 2 adults. I got a puppy, 2 adults. All right, I don't have the puppies together because they'll bark and do all they want to do all night, horseplay and all that. So trying to teach them how to have some great kennel manners, and they got some great teachers in here with my adult dogs. So look, guys, again, everything that you want to find out about these videos are in my video description. Please like, share, comment. I'm right at 6,900 subscribers. I'm trying to get 10,000 by October. Y'all help me out. Tell your friends, tell your family. But look, this is all a family channel. No cursing ever. We might even drop in a word on you because Jesus is real and we need him more and more every day. But guess what? Y'all stay tuned as we drop you plenty of content as the months pass by, as the weeks pass by. We try to drop at least 2 or 3 videos a week. It might be cooking, it might be fishing, it might be gardening, it might be dogs, it might be hunting. But you know, I can't do this all by myself. I got a son in college, I got a son that's coaching football. It's a Saturday, we're busy. So I thank God for my wife, Lacey, and y'all know cooking with Lacey. I thank God for Keisha, my sister. Look, I couldn't do it all alone, y'all, but I appreciate family. I mean, we're all family, so I thank God for it. And listen, y'all make sure that you get your family involved in the outdoors, because the outdoors is where it is. We can all sit on the couch and, you know, just look at TV all the time, but it's good to get involved outdoors, and there's a lot of goodness in the outdoors. Everything that you see outside, God created, and it's good to be out here and commune in his creation. You can see pens are clean. Everything is lit up out here. Time to say good night to our dogs. Y'all be blessed. This is Featherston Family Outdoors. Y'all take care of yours.